Hello, Husky sports fans, and welcome to Gene Gennett Hawley Gymnasium, as we are here for an exciting matchup between Oak Hill and Kents Hill. As Kents Hill, coming off their most recent victory, have very two close games as they defeated Madison on Monday by 5 and Mountain Valley by 2. And I'm very excited for this one, folks. It's going to be an excellent matchup as the Huskies are 6-2 in Class C, and Oak Hill is actually 5-5 in Class B. So a very even matchup for these two teams. And we send it down to Norris Andrews for the introductions. Thank you, Norris Andrews. Notable there as Logan McDonald will not be playing. She will not be starting as Phoebe Simpson gets to start today for the Huskies. And Rose Jenkins will take the tip because of the absence of Logan McDonald. And we are just about to get this underway as Norris Andrews will be joining me in the booth very shortly. And the Huskies with the tip over to Naomi McGanny. As Naomi McGanny has the ball, she uses Lucy McDonald, who's at the wing. That's over to Regina Sabirova. Regina does a great drive, and she gets the 2, and the Huskies open up the scoring. Hello, Norris Andrews. Excellent job of the announcements. What can you tell us about today's game?
Yeah, today's game is going to be an interesting one. Kent Hill comes in tonight on a 2-game winning streak for close victories this week against Madison on Monday by 5.
Oh,
Mountain Valley by 2. The game is now in the lead of Oak Hill 3-2.
And it seems like that Oak Hill's going to open up with the press as the Raccoons get it. As the Raccoons foul very early on, I believe, Rose Jenkins, as she was taking it up the sideline. And she'll just inbound it to Sabirova. Here's Sabirova over to McGadney. Over to Lucy McDonald. Lucy McDonald was looking for Phoebe Simpson. Does not have her. She uses Sabirova at the key, at the point. Over to Naomi McGadney. To Rose Jenkins in the corner. To Lucy McDonald. Huskies doing a lot of off-ball movement. None of it works as it came away by Amara Dennis, one of the starters here for Oak Hill. As that's over to Emily Dillman. She's already made a 3 today. She misses her second. She's 1 for 2 as Rose Jenkins muscles her way with the rebound. And Lucy McDonald brings up the court over to Naomi McGadney. Defended on by Paige Gagne. She has a sister, Payne Gagne, who does not stars. As Rose Jenkins goes all the way and does a fantastic move in a layup.
What a great two there by Rose Jenkins there. Using the open space in the paint as it seemed like Oak Hill had nobody inside there. She just used the advantage there to go up and get 2.
That's a great rebound there by Emily Dillman as she could not finish. As Naomi McGadney goes all the way. And that's going to be a block there on number 4 for the Oak Hill Raccoons. Amara Denise.
Raiders.
On the Raiders, my apologies. Amara Denise and Naomi McGadney go to the line to get an early 2.
Yeah, that's always what you want to do. Get two free throws at the charity stripe. Hopefully put it up by 3.
And the first one just misses.
You look at the Huskies coming into this game. They're really on a hot streak here. 2-game winning streak. You hope they extended by 3.
Yeah.
It'd always be lovely to extend that and get a win tonight against a team that's pretty tight knit. I don't know if Evan Slotnick mentioned it already, but this team has been playing with each other since 5th or 6th grade. So that's great to see. Great chemistry. This team is very tight knit. They come from 3 different towns. So.
Litchfield. It's a travel. Wait, Doris Andrews, please finish what you're saying.
Just this team is very close, and it's always good to see a team have good chemistry, and we'll see how that tight-knit bond they have to come together tonight.
As Rose Jenkins comes up the court over to Regina Sabirova. Regina inbounds it to Naomi McGadney. Back out to Sabirova. She takes a corner 3. Step back jumper. That misses. And it's bounced around and it's rebounded by Amara Denise over to Emily Dillman. To Gagne. That misses. Regina jumps up and gets the rebound and the Huskies break out.
Huskies to get down the court here. Everyone hustling back. It's been pretty much a game that's been only stopped about once, maybe twice. So
very clean game play here by the Huskies as Rose Jenkins has it to Naomi McGadney. She goes baseline. She goes into Phoebe Simpson, who cannot corral it, and it's won by Dillman. And it will be a jump ball drawn by Rose Jenkins.
One effort there by Emily Dillman, just trying to fight away for it and get the ball. Great fight there by Oak Hill. It'll be their ball going the other way.
Talked with RJ Jenkins in my art class, and they said that the key is because Oak Hill plays a man-to-man defense, that they're probably going to set a lot of screens, a lot of off-ball cuts. So look for that in the Huskies' offense today. As that's Gabby Chessie, she gets fouled by Rose Jenkins. And it will be an out of bounds under the Huskies basket. Huskies are shooting 35% from the floor, averaging 21 turnovers a game. And if you're looking at any stat sheet, that's a big no-no, as turnovers kill teams. They kill runs and they kill comebacks. Turnovers are probably the worst things to go. And speaking about turnovers, that was unfortunate. It will remain with the Huskies as it bounced off Oak Hill, and the Huskies will set up their out-of-bounds play.
If we're looking at the Huskies score sheet here, which is graciously printed by RJ Jenkins, thank you to him.
Shout out to RJ Jenkins for always hooking up with the stats and stuff like that. We love bringing you guys a good broadcast, and we cannot do it without RJ Jenkins, as he always provides us with the good stuff.
The Huskies are most accurate. They're 49% and a 47% shooting percentage from under the basket, so it seems that rebounds and layups are big focuses of this team.
Yeah.
You always love to see it. That's both of their highest areas in scoring.
as Oak Hill takes them now with Emily Dillman as their point guard. She goes over to the corner. That's Dennis. And that's off of number 2, Gabby Chessie. And it will be Huskies ball with Naomi McGanny taking it out and bounding it to, most likely, Regina Sabirova.
Huskies are playing great here, forcing mistakes here early. That's why they're in the lead by 1. If they can get a possession, if they can get a score on this possession, they can put it up by 3 or maybe 4 points early.
Seems that R.J. Jenkins is going to his bench as Logan McDonald, who is the one that she might have limited minutes because of her recent wrist and ankle sprains, seems to be coming into the game now. And now comes Phoebe Simpson as Logan McDonald will go down the court picking up Paige Agonia. As
Logan McDonald with an electric presence on the court, always scoring, always getting rebounds, always blocking people. That's what you'd love to see out of a player, especially as one her size in Logan McDonald. Taking advantage of the height and reach advantage.
As Paige Agonia over to Dumas. Back over to Chessie. Over to Dumas. Oh, and that's a cross-court pass. Blocked away by McGanny to Rose Jenkins, who gives it up to McGanny with blazing speed, and McGanny will set up the offense with Rose Jenkins at the top. Oh, Rose Jenkins was looking for McDonald, but that was a great interception by Paige Gonya. And away with it comes Gabby Chessie up the court, who uses Gonya, and she'll put up the 2, but that's off. Rebounded by Oak Hill. That misses, and Rose Jenkins comes away with the ball.
Costly mistakes there by Oak Hill. You want to put 2 in, especially off the second effort try.
And Rose Jenkins tries one, and that's good. Only a 2-pointer, but you can take all the points you can get as Rose Jenkins makes this a 3-point game.
Coming into the game, they were 17% from that very space, but now I guess they put it up by a little bit with Rose Jenkins putting it up.
And a quick response there by Paige Gonya, and R.J. Jenkins will take an early timeout here as these teams have been battling back and forth. And so far, so good. R.J. Jenkins has said that this is going to be a good game, and so far it has been. And we will see you guys back here in 30. And we are back as the Huskies will take possession with a score of 6-5 with 3 minutes, with about 3:20 to go left. As Logan McDowell gets the ball for the first time in the paint. That's over to her sister Lucy. Oh, she was looking for Logan, and she seemed to be hit in the face. Regina takes the 3, and that's good.
Regina Sabirova there taking a really good 3. Huskies were 1 for 10 coming into this game in the last 8. But I guess with that attempt, they are now 2 for 11, which is what you love to see. At least they're putting it up by a little bit.
And Oak Hill had the press break broken, but unfortunately they could not finish that final pass as they will set up their press right now with Rose Jenkins, and she has Logan McDonald wide open under the paint. She was not there as Regina Sabirova has it. Goes to Lucy McDonald. And some bodies topple over. Logan hits it out, defending Gabby Chessie. And it will be Oak Hill ball as the Huskies set up their press, up 4 with 2:50 go in the first. And the girls' timing rules are a little bit different than the boys as the games are for the same amount of time, but the girls play 4 8s instead of 2 16s. So keep that in mind, folks.
Yeah, just like how the JV team plays it, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Evan.
Yeah, that is very true. As Lucy McDonald goes over to Rose Jenkins. Jenkins down the line. Out to McGanny. Her 3. Ooh, off the front rim. And a good effort there by Lucy McDonald, but it's kicked. And it will remain with the Huskies as the Huskies keep pounding their possession here. And McGanny will inbound it back to Sabirova most likely. Here's the Huskies. Here's Sabirova over to Rose Jenkins. Jenkins does some good inbound pass to McGanny. To Regina under the hoop. Good pump fake. She puts it straight up. That misses. Rebounded by Dillman. Over to Chessie. She's defended by Rose Jenkins. Huskies defense has been fantastic recently as they force a turnover there. Held Mount Valley to 28% from the floor and Madison to 24%. So their defense is great, and they have a plus of 6.8 on the floor as Zoe Cheney comes onto the court now for the Huskies for the first time, as well as Ariana Tebow, and she comes onto the court for Brianna Dumais.
Yeah, Lucy McDonald coming off there for Zoe Cheney. Zoe Cheney's in the paint up high, or at least towards the higher part of the paint where the free throw line is. So it'll be interesting to see how her presence on the court makes a difference.
As McGanny uses McDonald at the top, and McDonald loses it for a second, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it will stay with the Huskies under the basket as McDonald lost the handle of it real quickly, and they will have it under the basket.
1:51 to go here in the first as the Huskies are holding on valiantly as they have a 4-point lead over the Oak Hill Raiders 9-5.
McGanny uses McDonald on the inside. Her shot off the front edge. She gets her own rebound. And it's again with the Huskies as Marta Quesada goes to the scorer's table. And she comes onto the court substituting McGanny. Marta Quesada from, I believe, Barcelona, Spain. Good basketball player there.
Yep, Quesada coming in, making a difference on the court. She is a prolific shooter. Be sure to watch out for her tonight.
As Rose Jenkins gets her own rebound. Her shot, that misses. That's under the rim as Dillman comes away with it. Defended by Sabirova. Dillman kicks out to Goya. Her three, that misses. That's short. Regina Sabirova muscles it away, and she comes away with it. 2-on-1 here as Regina does a great scoop layup, and she gets the basket as the Huskies extend their lead to 6.
Yeah, one underhand there by Regina Sabirova. Again, the Huskies scoring under the basket, something they always do well. And Regina Sabirova comes in on the fast break layup and puts it in for 2 more.
That's going to be a foul on, I believe, Rose Jenkins. And Oak Hill will have it under their hoop. Inbounding it is
Amara Dennis.
Yeah, Amara Dennis.
Phoebe Simpson comes subbed in. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit of technical difficulties, but Phoebe Simpson comes into the game for Rose Jenkins.
Yeah, Phoebe Simpson playing great lately. And there's the inbounds to Dennis, stolen away by Sabirova. She goes all the way, lays a body. Her layup is off. And that's going to be another jump ball. And I believe it will be Oak Hill.
Yep, Oak Hill's ball here. 57 to go in the first.
As both of these teams are playing excellent defense, holding each other to 11 points and 5 points respectively. As a substitution, as Amara Dennis comes off. And on the court now is going to be
Peyton Gonia, number 11.
Who is sisters of Paige Gonia. So watch out for that duo right there. As Gabby Chessie has the ball at the key. And that's over to Dillman. Over to Peyton Gonia, who has the ball for the first time. She shoots a 3. That misses. Rebounded by Logan McDonald, who will take it up the court now. Defended on by Dillman. And McDonald loses it for a second, but she has it all the way. It's over to Sabirova.
Slowing it down here. I see what the Huskies are doing. Logan McDonald was coming up with it pretty quick down the court. And I think Nan Hambros yelled something along the lines of slowing it down, as they did slow it down, and are now passing the ball around. Just always what you love to see.
And it's into Simpson. And she uses out to McDonald, who goes over to Regina Sabirova. Regina, she goes all the way. Another great take. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Paige Goya. Over to Dillman, who shoots a 3. That misses. 2 seconds left. And Regina could not get down the court quick enough. And that will be the first quarter of a very quick one with not a lot of fouls, not a lot of turnovers, as the Huskies are on top 11-5 right now.
Yep, you said it, Evan. 11-5, Huskies here. That's at the end of the first. We'll come back. We'll be back for the beginning of the second.
And here are the Huskies now with Rose Jenkins to Marte Quesada. That's back over to Rose Jenkins. Over to Logan McDonald. McDonald goes all the way. That layup is good. Logan McDonald using the baseline, doing an excellent Euro step going in. And Gabby Chessie takes the ball up for Oak Hill now. Oh, that's an excellent bounce pass attempt. That's mishandled to Paige Goya. Her three, that misses. Emily Doman with the rebound.
Yeah, there was a great last possession there by the Huskies, and Logan McDonald just going to the rim and taking it. Again, Huskies are very accurate and are very good from under the rim. So it's nice to see them getting two more.
Here's Rose Jenkins to McDonald. She shoots a three. Ooh, that went in and out. Rebounded by Gabby Chessie, looking to spark a mini run here for Oak Hill. As here's Chessie defended on by Rose Jenkins, who's an exceptional defender. That's inside to Emily Dillman. Goes around McDonald, and she is blocked. Logan McDonald with an excellent defensive play, and that's the defense that R.J. Jenkins was talking about. Holding teams to 28% and 28% and 24% from the floor.
What a textbook block by Logan McDonald there, just putting her arms up and swatting that one away.
As Gabby Chessie takes a shot, that misses. Sorry about that, Norris. And McDonald with the rebound. That's over to Marte Quesada. She shoots. That misses. She was looking for a foul. She does not get it. Over to Gabby Chessie. To Peyton Goya. To Chessie. She goes baseline. She's fouled by Logan McDonald.
Lucy McDonald and Naomi McGadden are at the scorers table for Kent Hill. And Brianna Dume is at the table for Oak Hill. And that's the sound of the buzzer for substitution.
And here's going to be the first shot for Gabby Chessie, which is much needed points here as the lead is 6. And that hits off the back iron. Logan McDonald comes on for Zoe Cheney, and Quesada comes off for Naomi McGadney, who both have been exceptional today.
Amara Dennis comes on. Brianna Dume comes on for Oak Hill. Here's the second shot by Gabby Chessie now.
And second shot is up, and that's good as Oak Hill profits 1 point, and the Raiders are within 5. Over to Rose Jenkins. That's over to Phoebe Simpson. To Naomi McGadney. Her take, that's off the mark, and she is fouled.
Going to the charity stripe for what looks like 2.
And the first one is off the mark, and that misses. As Naomi McGadney will have another one. Looking to put the lead back at 6. Here's the second one from McGadney. That's off the front iron, and she converts neither. And there's some early defense there by Rose Jenkins on Denise, and she can't get the ball, and it's over to Chessie, who uses Denise. Back over to Chessie, who uses Dumas. Her three. That's good! Brianna Dumas hits a great three, and the score is now 13-11. With Naomi McGadney using Lucy McDonald. To Rose Jenkins. Oh, that's a fantastic pass right there. And Rose Jenkins gets a 2 to put the lead back to 4.
Great response there by Rose Jenkins. Just going and cutting inside and receiving the pass up high and putting it up for 2 more.
As there's another 3 by Chessie. That misses. Good fight for the rebound by Payne Goya. She was looking for a foul. She did not get one. And McDonald comes away with it, who gives out to McGadney. Fantastic catch by her, and she will reset the offense wisely. Wise decision there from Naomi McGadney to Jenkins, to Phoebe Simpson. Phoebe Simpson does a little turnaround. Back to Naomi McGadney. Over to Lucy McDonald. The lead is 4 for the Huskies. To Rose Jenkins. Oh, to McGadney. Oh, good step. That's blocked. And it's fought for by Rose Jenkins and Amara Denise. And it will be Oak Hill ball as Regina Sapirova comes off for Phoebe Simpson. And it seems that R.J. Jenkins is making these substitutions.
Yeah, Paige Gonya comes on. Emily Dillman comes on for Oak Hill. The ladies in blue tonight, keeping it really close for the Huskies. So interesting to see. It's very interesting to see how the Huskies set up here on defense, trying to get a stop here on defense. This is a major possession, especially as we're getting closer and closer to the half.
Yeah, usually in close games, we see R.J. Jenkins instructing the Huskies to start pressing, but I guess not in this one as Regina Sabirova misses that shot. But Norris, why do you think R.J. Jenkins isn't pressing for the Huskies right now?
I feel like that R.J. Jenkins is playing it a little bit conservatively in this game because in my opinion, if I had to give a take here, I feel like he doesn't want to tire out the girls too quickly. It is a close game, and they are in control, and I do feel like it is a very winnable game tonight. So I think that R.J. Jenkins isn't panicking yet, and he's just staying calm, cool, and collected, as he is here on the hill. Always a very cool character. Always collected.
Never seen him get angry in any of my art classes. As Regina Sabirova misses that three, and it's taken up the court by Dillman. Dillman over to Tebow. Oh, that pass is blocked by Lucy McDonald. Picked up by Dillman again. Over to Denise. Good crossover on Magani. She got nothing. To McDonald. Oh, good pass there into Denise. Excellent feed there by Oak Hill to Amara Denise, and she could not finish it, but good offense there by Oak Hill as Regina uses Rose Jenkins at the point. Or at the top of the key. And Rose Jenkins goes all the way, and that's a fantastic layup and speed there by Rose Jenkins to make the lead 6.
Again, Rose Jenkins doing it as she did earlier, just going up and finding the open space in the paint. Nobody was home for Oak Hill there, directly under the basket. Just went up with her speed and her ability and athleticism and went up and got 2 more.
And that was a block by Regina Sabirova. And look at McDonald is used to get another 2, making the lead 8, which is the largest lead for the Huskies today. And the coach for the Oak Hill Raiders, who is that, Norris?
That is Dale Gomaj. She is taking a timeout. Timeout taken by Gomaj here in Oak Hill. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds.
And that's an inbound pass over to Mar Dennis as we talked about the press being set up for R.J. Jenkins setting up the Huskies press, and he seems like he's doing it now out of the timeout, maybe trying to bury Oak Hill right now as Zoe Cheney runs to the scorer's table to take out R.J. Jenkins' daughter, Rose Jenkins, as Zoe Cheney comes.
Mention is absolutely on fire tonight with those layups, you know. I just, as a fellow basketball player, as someone who plays a lot of pickup, you can ask Evan. I do play a lot of pickup here in the gym.
Yes, sir. Always got pickup games rolling there over here.
And I absolutely love to see just players take advantage of the open space and go to the rim.
As there's a 3 there by Paige Goya, a much-needed one to claw back into this game as the lead is back down to 5 for the Huskies. As here's McGadney.
Gonya's 3 was well needed for Oak Hill as they needed to get something to get the momentum shifted again. They're down by 5, so it's still within reach as we got a little less than 3 minutes to go to the half. It's going to be interesting to see what the halftime speeches are for each team.
And Regina does a good pivot around, rebounded by McDonald, and she just puts that right over the rim to put the lead up to 7.
What a great rebound there by Logan McDonald, again using her size to her advantage.
And it's an excellent press break by Oak Hill. Fantastic passing there as the key to breaking the press is going around the back. When you have an open pass up court, you always take it. And they did a fantastic job of that. Unfortunately, they could not get a basket, but RJ Jenkins needs to be mindful that Oak Hill has an organized and effective press break. As Naomi McGadney takes the ball over to Lucy McDonald, who uses her sister Logan. She steps back. Her three. That hits front rim. Maybe blocked there. And Emily Doman comes away with it. And the Huskies play half-court defense.
Huskies playing half-court defense here. Got to watch the wide-open corners here as another shot's taken by Paige Gonya. She's taken a few threes this game. A lot of threes I'm noticing from Oak Hill. Huskies just got to watch the people that are outside of the three-point line. Just making sure that they don't let up any threes that could let Oak Hill back in the game.
Yeah. As McGanny's going to inbound it to Sabirova. As there was a substitution for Oak Hill. As I didn't really see what happened, but
it was number 31 that came on here.
Number 31 that came on or off?
It came off. It was Brianna Dume that came on, and I believe Gabby Chessie came back on for Oak Hill.
31's right there, but whatever. Well, the show goes on as me and Norris were looking at our notes. Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, sorry.
A little clumsy by us. And here's going to be Lucy McDonald to inbound it to her sister Logan. Right back into Lucy. Good pass there by Logan McDonald. And the lead is its largest for the Huskies at 9.
What a pass there by Logan McDonald, using Lucy to her advantage. Getting two more for the Huskies here late.
And there's a block there by Logan McDonald. Right on, I believe that's Amara Dennis. And good defense there by Logan McDonald. As Brianna Dumas will take it out. And that's into Chessie. No, that's into Dennis. She loses it, and McGanny has it, looking to extend the Huskies' lead from 9 to something greater than 9, perhaps 11, maybe even 12. And that's to Sabirova in the corner, defended on by Emily Doman. Sabirova's going to pull up for 3, and she's going to make it. As it's going to be a 12-point lead right now, and RJ Jenkins instructs for the Huskies to set up a press, and it's broken immediately by Oak Hill.
Interestingly enough, that's their second highest percentage shooting range outside of the 3 in that corner. I feel like Regina Sabirova has played a very well role in that statistic, and she is really not afraid to shoot threes, and making it there is crucial to putting the lead up to 12.
There's another travel there by Oak Hill, and Regina Sabirova will bring the ball up the court to Zoe Cheney, who's immediately stripped away by Emily Doman. Fantastic defense, and she will turn back as McGaddy was on her quickly. And that's over to Chessie. That's a 3. That's off the mark. That was Dumas. And it's won by Emily Doman, and she is fouled by Lucy McDonald.
Doman will go to the line for what looks like a classic case of two shots. Two shots, yep.
And here's the first one. Takes a while. And that's off the mark. So in basketball, it's people think that you have all the time in the world, but you actually, the official rules say that you actually have 10 seconds. But sometimes the ref doesn't even count it. If you watched the NBA playoffs last year, you'll know that the Brooklyn Nets and the Atlanta Hawks fans and literally everyone that was playing the Bucks counted out loud for Giannis Antetokounmpo's free throws because he takes so long at the line. And they got up to numbers such as 13, and it wasn't even called consistently. So just keep that in mind if you're ever watching a basketball game, and just know that that the people taking the free throws do not have an limited amount of time, as that's going to be out of bounds on the Huskies.
Oak Hill will get the ball going back the other way. 32 seconds to go here in the first half. Huskies lead 26 to 15. It's going to be interesting to see how the Huskies hold the lead and what the halftime speech will be from RJ Jenkins and Dan Ambrose.
And that's over to Dillman. She looks at the clock with 17 remaining. She takes it. That's good. Here's McGanny. Over to Sabirova, her three. Ooh, that was far, and that will expire that half. We end this half as the Huskies lead by 9 in a great defensive performance by both teams. Key notables, definitely Regina Sabirona with her early threes and pounding it down on Logan McDonald. What do you say?
I say Rose Jenkins again. I know it seems like I'm beating a dead horse, but the layups and finding the space, that's what always you love to see. Just going inside and taking them to the rim. I'd say the whole team's played well for today. And Oak Hill not too shabby themselves. They just got to work on getting scoring chances.
And we have an announcement for Kent Hill Husky students that if there are any complaints, any concerns, anything you would like to get off to say, come to the student town hall meeting. You can find out the schedule for that on the portal or in the email that Miss Shute sent out to you. So repeat announcement. If you have any complaints, any concerns, anything you want to say, go to the Husky Town Hall meeting for students. Any student is allowed. I'm out of the class. And thank you. Norris, you got anything else for the half?
No, Evan. I just want to say this. 9:30 till we get the second half started. We're going to step away for halftime. Thank you, everyone.
And we are back. And for the second half of this game, and the Huskies just need to keep up the defense here against Oak Hill to close this game out, as we have 2 more periods, and that's an excellent way to force a double dribble there, as the Huskies will look to extend the lead to double digits here with this possession, as the lead is now 9.
Yeah, Regina Sabirova just forcing a double dribble there, making the ball go back her and her team's way. So that's what you'd love to see. Huskies up by 9 here as we just get started with the second half. It's going to be interesting to see how Oak Hill can maybe rebound, or can the Huskies keep laying it on and extend the lead even further.
And Rose Jenkins to Magani. Back out to Rose Jenkins. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Regina Sabirova, and Emily Delman strips it away. And it's going to be a foul, maybe, or a jump ball. But regardless, it's going to stay with the Huskies. Starters for the Huskies are the same as they started the game as. There's already a substitution for Emily Dillman, as on comes Ariana Thibault. My fault. And that's a good inbounds pass there by Magani over to Lucy McDonald, the younger of the 2 sisters, to Regina. That shot, that misses. And it's going to be taken away by Brianna Dumais.
Huskies, they didn't score on that possession, but I do think if they can get it back here, they can maybe go up and get some points in on the next offensive possession. All they got to do is just hold Oak Hill here on this one.
Here's Gabby Chessie. That's over to Ariane Denise. Her shot, that misses. Rose Jenkins fights with Chessie for the rebound. Chessie comes away with it. Ooh! It seems like Chessie hit Rose Jenkins there with an elbow, and RJ Jenkins was furious there. Sorry we did not catch it on camera. RJ Jenkins immediately jumped up, and started yelling at the ref in defense of his daughter. Rose Jenkins seems to be fine, as the Huskies come away with it now. And Sabirova goes over to Rose Jenkins, to Magani, who does a good pass to Sabirova, and she takes it too, and Jenkins attempted to rebound it. And that did not work, as the Huskies have the scoreboard wrong. I thought it was 9. What? All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. As Rose Jenkins gets a turnover, it's a 3-on-2 for the Huskies, and she takes herself. Bank shot is good. And the lead is increased to 13.
Yeah, Rose Jenkins again using her athleticism and speed to go to the rim and put it up for 2 more. As I was preaching at the end of the first half. Great job there by Rose Jenkins.
Yeah, and there's a good press break there by Paige Goya as she gets it 2. And Regina Sabirova brings it up to Miami Magani. To Rose Jenkins. That layup is good. Rose Jenkins with 4 consecutive points after getting elbowed in the face by Gabby Chessie. And that's intercepted by the Huskies, and it hit a couple legs. It's going to be over the back. Lucy McDonald took a step inside. She hit it off Regina. Bounced between those 2 legs. And away with it was Ariana Thibault. But over the back, and it will be Huskies ball as Amara Denise is substituted off, and Emily Dillman comes back into the game as the Huskies lead it by 12.
Yeah, absolutely great job of getting scoring here by the Huskies. They're gonna, as unfortunately there, Regina Sabirova is gonna take an offensive
Travel
violation here.
Travel.
It's gonna be a travel. Thanks, Evan.
No problem.
But right back to Rose Jenkins here.
Poor pass there, and Rose Jenkins goes all the way, and that's rebounded by Gabby Chessie, who goes over to Paige Goya. And Paige will take control of it. Over to Emily Dillman. She shoots a 3. That misses. Rebounded by Chessie. She quickly puts it up and gets the 2 in, making the lead 11 now.
Great job there by Gabby Chessie off the second effort, taking the rebound from that shot and putting it up for 2 for Oak Hill. That's absolutely what you need when you're a team down by this much.
And here's Regina Sabirova. Oh, but that's a turnover by Gabby Chessie. And she will go all the way with a 2, make the lead 9 now.
Again, Gabby Chessie just using her skill at making layups here.
And RJ Jenkins is going to take a timeout. And it seems that Logan McDonald is going to come into the game after the timeout is concluded. And Oak Hill making a little bit of a run here, about midway, a little over midway left to go in the third quarter. And we'll see you guys back here in 30. And here's Rose Jenkins, and there seems to be an issue with the points or something.
Because you have bad headphones.
And there's Regina. Here's Regina Sabirova. There's Logan McDonald. McDonald goes baseline. That's over to Regina Sabirova, who takes it out. And the score has been corrected, as I thought, as the Huskies maybe have two taken away for them. But now it is going to be a 7-point game, as there's a shot by Logan McDonald that misses. And she tried to steal it away from Emily Dillman immediately, and they come away with it with Gabby Chessie.
Yeah, Logan McDonald's shot there was highly contested. It had two people on her. She just shot it, I believe, out of desperation, but sometimes you have to take shots like that.
And Magani comes away with it, defended by Dillman, and Magani's going to go all the way with blazing speed, and she's going to get two for the Huskies, making it a 9-point game.
Naomi McGadney absolutely using her athleticism and speed to put it up for two on the fast break.
And Emily Dillman takes a three off the bank, and she cuts the lead down to 6. Great shot there by Emily Dillman, using the glass right at the top of the key.
Yeah, Bank seems to be open here for Oak Hill. That's what you want to see if you're the head coach of that. If you're Dale Gomage, the head coach, you want to see the team start making threes, start making shots, and start clawing back away at this deficit.
And Sabirova over to McDonald. Back over to Sabirova. Here's Sabirova now. To Rose Jenkins. To Sabirova. Back over to Rose Jenkins. Oh, she pump fakes. She drives. She goes through a couple defenders. She misses, rebounded by Thibault. Over to Dumias. Over to Gabby Chessie. She takes it 2. That was off the mark. And it will be Huskies ball with 3:03 remaining in this thriller. And it will be a substitution as Amara Denise comes on for Ariana Thibault. And it seems that Oak Hill is pressing as Dale, what's the coach's name again, Norris?
Which number here?
Coach for
Oak Dale Gomage here.
As Dale Gomage sets up a press. As Emily Dillman forces a turnover, she has Paige Goya. And Goya goes all the way against that too. As Oak Hill has gone on a massive run here, and now they're within 4, and RJ Jenkins is going to call a timeout here as Oak Hill seems to be fired up. Great run there by Oak Hill. Great defensive and defensive stands there by them. And they're right back into this game. Quick 2-possession game, and this is a huge possession now for the Kent Hill Huskies. How important is this possession here, Norris?
It's a very important possession for the Huskies. This can make or break the game, and either you'll be punching yourself or rewarding yourself for what happens in these next few possessions after the game here going down the stretch. But timeout called. We'll step out for a little bit.
And here's Regina Sabirova over to Naomi McGanny. Down into Logan McDonald. She takes it two. We talked about that possession, and they need a basket, and they got a basket.
Again, you know, that's what you absolutely love to see if you're RJ Jenkins. You want your players to be chippy on those possessions and get put two more in the basket. Logan McDonald again using her size to put it up for two more.
Absolutely. As it's over to Paige Goya, who goes to Emily Dillman. She takes a shot. That misses. McGanny fights for the rebound, and she's going to get it. Oh, but she traveled. Good hustle there by Naomi McGanny, but she fell on the floor, and that's a travel, folks, as the Huskies need to reset their defense. And a quick substitution here as is not given. As it's out to Paige Goya. She pump fakes a three. She drives. That's off the mark, rebounded by Rose Jenkins. And she will bring it up for the Huskies, looking to go on a 4-0 run here, or a 5. To McDonald. Pump fakes. Oh, and she is fouled by Brianna Dumas. And McDonald will get a chance to extend the Huskies' 6-point lead here.
Yep, Logan McDonald. Sorry, folks. Logan McDonald going here to the line for two. That's what you want to see. Huskies up by 6. It could extend to 8.
And that misses.
Classic
First one.
case of the commentator's curse. Sorry, folks.
Ugh. And on for the Raiders is number 23, Ariana Thibault. And Zoe Cheney has come on for the Huskies, substituting Logan McDonald's sister, Lucy. Here are her first minutes in the second half. As McDonald takes the second one, that misses as well, as the Huskies don't get any points from there. And that's a good pass up to Gabby Chessie. She does a good crossover. She goes out to Emily Dillman, who goes all the way. Fantastic take. Rebounded by Logan McDonald. And that's over to Rose Jenkins. Here's Rose Jenkins. That's over to Naomi McGanny. She looked for McDonald down low. She does not have her. She goes over to Rose Jenkins back. Rose Jenkins. She goes all the way. Great take there by Rose Jenkins, really using her speed on the edge. And she gets another two for the Huskies, who have put the lead back up to 8 with 1:12 to go in the third quarter.
As I've been saying this whole game, Rose Jenkins going up for 2. Just classic textbook layups here by her.
Oh, and it's a good move by Gabby Chessie, who goes in. And that's going to be a foul on Logan McDonald, as Gabby Chessie did a good move around her. And it's going to be 2 free throws for Gabby Chessie. These are critical. It's not down the stretch, but these are going to be critical to club back into this game. And Chessie does not convert on the first one.
Box out the call here from the bench for the Huskies.
And Chessie's second one is good. And Rose Jenkins goes over to Regina Sabirova. She goes over to Naomi McGanny. Oh, but that's good defense there by Emily Dillman. Good back check there by her. And Chessie goes over to Amara Denise. And that's going to be a travel. RJ Jenkins and Nan Hambros exploded up from the bench there. A little too quick for a cameraman to get that reaction. But it's going to be Huskies ball. And Nan Hambros and RJ Jenkins were really pleased with that call, as it's an early turnover. And it was almost won back by Regina Sabirova. It'll be a jump ball in possession of
a little bit of a discussion here on the court.
It seems that the refs are talking to Jenna Pond, one of the scoreboard keepers for this game, and it looks like it will be Huskies ball. Yep.
Yep, possession goes to the Oak Hill Raiders.
Oh,
wait.
Kents Hill, maybe?
Kents Hill Huskies.
A little confusing here, you know.
Yep, McGadney's there to inbound it. Sorry, folks.
We're all good. As McGadney's going to inbound it to Jenkins with 37 seconds remaining. With the 3 here, the Huskies will put the lead into double digits. As Sabirova goes into Zoe Cheney. That's an excellent take there, but that layup misses as Dillman gets to rebound. And Dillman goes up to Gabby Chessie. That's going to be a push on Logan McDonald as she picks up another foul there. As Phoebe Simpson immediately runs to the scores table. As Simpson is going to be taking out McDonald right here. As Simpson goes immediately on Goya. And actually, Goya substituted. Paige Goya is actually going to be substituted for Peyton Goya. Ganya, my fault, folks. As the ball's going to be inbounded by Amara Dennis. Oh, and that's a good interception by Regina Sabirova. Her save, that's right to Emily Dillman. Sabirova hit the wall very hard right there, and Rose Jenkins brings up the court with 7 seconds left. Jenkins is going to go all the way. That misses. Rebounded by Gabby Chessie with 1 second, and the last second heave is not even going to count as Amara Dennis could not get the shot off in time. And we're going to the fourth quarter with a 7-point game. And Regina Sabirova is definitely going to need to be looked at as she took a hard tumble to the wall. Looks like she's okay, but you still need to maybe take a look at her.
Yeah, I don't know if the mic caught it, but I gasped a little bit when that happened. That was a really hard tumble in the wall. I know how those ones feel. Those aren't nice. Those can shake you up for a little bit. Looks like Sabirova's walking off fine, but very scary moment there for the Huskies and Regina Sabirova. But beginning of the fourth quarter, we'll have the conclusion of this game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
And the first pass of the first quarter is into Gabby Chessie, who will look to make a comeback here for the Raiders. As Chessie goes baseline on Rose Jenkins, and that layup is fantastic. Fantastic offense by Gabby Chessie.
Yeah, that's what the Raiders need. They were down by 8. Now they're down by 6 or 5. Excuse me. I'm sorry, folks.
All good.
But the Raiders are definitely going to need that coming down the stretch here. This is a very close game. It's going to be possession by possession now as we have 7:30 left to go.
As Owicini has it, and she goes over to Regina Sabirova. She does a step back. No good. Over to Zoe Cheney. To Rose Jenkins. She's at the top of the key. She pump fakes. Kicks out to Sabirova for 3. That's good! Regina Sabirova with an amazing three-pointer. Putting the lead up to 8. And as Oak Hill comes back with Emily Dillman over to Ariana Thibault.
Yeah, Regina Sabirova again being very good from the 3. That's her second one tonight. So, again, like I said earlier, Regina Sabirova is very good with her three-pointers.
She gets called for travel there, looking to step into maybe another attempt there. As the ball is going to be with Oak Hill now. Let's see what happens as Gabby Chessie goes over to Amara Dennis. To Thibault. She doesn't move. Over to Dillman. My fault, folks. That's Emily Dillman, and she gets to make the lead 6 now. Here's Rose Jenkins coming up the court. That's over to Regina Sabirova. Back into Rose Jenkins. Good pick and roll there. Oh, but that's a great block there by number 23, Ariana Thibault. And Lucy McDonald comes in the game for Zoe Cheney.
That was a great pick and roll by Rose Jenkins, but Oak Hill got their hands on it. That's what you want to see if you're Dale Gomage coming down the stretch, just blocking away potential scoring chances.
Yeah. Oak Hill is not out of this game as it's very close with a ton of time left. as Lucy McDonald goes over to Regina Sabirova, to Rose Jenkins, to Naomi McGanny. She takes at the top of the key near the logo. Over to Lucy McDonald. Down to Regina Sabirova. She turns around. She's defended well by Payne Gagne. To Rose Jenkins. And that's going to be Oak Hill ball. And RJ Jenkins not pleased with that call, as he is getting maybe a little more animated than he has been in these past couple of games. RJ Jenkins, usually a very calm guy, but has been getting very, very emotional when it comes to these games.
Yeah, Evan, I can feel an RJ Jenkins right now. Must be tough seeing your own daughter take a tumble to the ground like that off a foul and the call not be it. So you got to get back. Unfortunately, calls like that will happen in sports. You just got to get back and control what you can control, in the words of our coach Adam Shabbat for JV Hockey. Said that
Always focus on what you can control, folks. As I also, in addition, I noticed Rose's brother Jonah also get a little annoyed at that no call there, down at the other stretch, as Oak Hill does a turnover, and here's Regina Sabirova coming up the court now. Regina over to Naomi McGanny, to Lucy McDonald. McDonald looking for her sister Logan. Logan will take a three. That's out the front rim. Reading about it by Gabby Chessie with 5:13 remaining. Here's Chessie. She does a crossover. She uses Emily Dillman. Dillman goes around. Goes over to Payne Gagne. Oh, that's a good pass there into Gagne in the paint. That's kicked out to Dumas. Back over to Chessie. Chessie goes to Dillman. She'll take a three. That misses. Rebounded by Logan McDonald, and she'll take it up the court. She uses Naomi McGanny. Oh, but McGanny can save the pass.
What a save.
And she uses Logan McDonald to Rose Jenkins for three, and that's good!
What a possession by the Huskies. Naomi McGadney making a diving save on the corner and just passing it out to Rose Jenkins. Takes a bank three. The bank is open for the Huskies here.
As Paige Gagne takes a three. That misses, and it's rebounded by Sabirova with the 9-point lead. It's going to be a foul. Don't really know who it's on, but I think it's going to be Kensel's ball. Here's an inbound pass to Sabirova. Here's Sabirova. That's over to Rose Jenkins, defended by Gagne. Over to Lucy McDonald, to Regina. Back over to Lucy McDonald. Oh, she does a good move inside, and she gets a two, as the lead is extended to 11 with 4:03 to go left in this game.
You can see the energy is up here at the gymnasium. The crowd going crazy. I don't know if we pointed this out all game, but we do have quite the crowd on hand for today. So if I can just move over, if we're looking down. Yep, we have a lot of crowd here today. As you can see just past our monitor. Hello, everybody.
And there's Naomi McGanny coming up now.
But as I was saying, the crowd energy seems to be playing a role, especially in the bench. I noticed the bench is a lot more animated today. I guess after the game against the Cobras the other day, I feel like the Huskies might have implemented some of that, as they're clapping more, they're talking more, they're really into the game, which you love to see. Creates team energy and team chemistry.
All of us big basketball fans, we all watch March Madness, and we all live for the bench celebrations. You know, those guys don't really get to see much court time, but they're still a huge part of that game, as they do an excellent job hyping up their teammates and getting into their teammates' heads, if any, opponents' heads. Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, especially when the home crowd's joining in, too. That's what you always love to see.
Yes, as the timeout here is called with 3:38 remaining, and it's still anybody's game, as Oak Hill can get a couple stops here, and Huskies can make some defensive mistakes, and Oak Hill's right back in this game, but this game is not over, folks.
Yeah, well, we'll step away for a few seconds here.
we have returned as Rose Jenkins will take the inbound pass now. Over to Naomi McGanny. To Rose Jenkins, to Regina Sabirova. She finds Jenkins down low in the paint. To her crashing McDonald. She goes through 1 and 2, and she gets fouled, and that's going to be a block. And McDonald will go to the free throw line to get some needed free throws here to extend this lead to 13.
Huskies up by double digits. They're up by 11, especially late here with less than 3.5 to go. That's what you always want to see. You know, RJ Jenkins, when he goes back in the team, watches the film from the huddle cam, which is just above us, for team film and review, they're going to absolutely love to see what they're doing here down the stretch.
And McDonald's shot is good. And she will take another from the charity stripe. Takes her time, releases, and that's good as well as McDonald is 2 for 2 from the free throw line, as I believe those were her first free throws. And here's Gabby Chessie coming up the court now with the ball. She goes down to Paige Gagne. Oh, that's a good pass into Chessie, and she gets those two right back, making the lead back to 11. Good pass there by Paige Gagne. Sabirova goes over to Naomi McGanny. McGanny looking for one of the McDonald sisters. She uses Rose Jenkins. Over to Regina Sabirova. Again to Rose Jenkins, and that's an excellent give and go there, as the Oak Hill defense was not ready for it.
Rose Jenkins, as she's been doing all game, going up for 2 more. Huskies break the 50 mark now.
Oh, and that's a bad pass there by Gabby Chessie, but it works for Oak Hill as they get the ball. As Gabby Chessie did a little press defense there against Rose Jenkins, and Rose Jenkins had just kicked it out as Emily Doman comes back into the game now for Oak Hill. And as the Huskies press, no, my fault. As Gabby Chessie takes it, she goes around one. It's a Dumias, and that's a good 2 by them, as it's an 11-point game now. And if you're the Raiders coach, you might want to start thinking about pressing. What do you think, Norris?
Yeah, I think that you want to start pressing here if you're Dale Gomez. You want to start pressing, giving the Huskies a little bit more of a run for their money, especially here going down the stretch. So we have 2:21 left in the game, and when you're down by 11, it is a completely winnable game. But the way that these two teams are playing, their back and forth style that I've been noticing, both have been an offensive explosion tonight. I just noticed that both teams, especially the Huskies, are scoring a lot more, and I feel like it's definitely winnable for either team right now.
That's going to be a foul on Logan McDonald, and she'll go to the free throw line. She's already made 2 out of 2 in a sesh in her last stint at the free throw line, and let's see if she can replicate that.
Potentially grow the lead to 13 here.
Takes a couple dribbles. First shot's up, and that's good. Fluid shot there by Logan McDonald, making the Huskies lead 12. Here's the second. Flawless technique there by Logan McDonald, swishing both of those free throws, I believe. Make the lead back to 12. As here's Emily Dillman with 2:11 remaining to go in the game. Oh, that's a miscue right there. And Logan McDonald comes away to Naomi McGanny, who almost lost it. And she'll control it. There's Rose Jenkins.
RJ Jenkins seemed to be saying something there from the bench to the girls. It might have been to slow it down and pass it around. I see that the Oak Hill's playing man coverage, it seems.
And there's a handoff to Regina Sabirova. And it's going to be a timeout by RJ Jenkins as he uses one. Or, yeah, I guess the ref was whistling for the ball. And we'll see you guys back here in 30. And it will be Naomi McGanney inbounding the ball for the Huskies here. That's into Rose Jenkins. Sorry, the Raiders going to maybe need to start playing very tight defense here to maybe try to force a turnover, as that ball's to Rose Jenkins with 1:33 remaining to go in the game. Defended by Emily Dillman, who almost gets a steal on Rose Jenkins as she kicks it out to Sabirova, who takes it back up to the top of the key. Defended by Paige Gagne. Into Sabirova, great pass there as Sabirova goes all the way to the much delight of the Husky bench and Nan Hambros as she jumped out of her seat, making the lead 15 with 1:11 to go in this game. Good spin move there by Gabby Chessie, and that's a three. That misses. Rebounded by Gabby Chessie, who gives that to Paige Gagne. To Chessie. Oh, does a great backdoor pass to Amara Dennis, but Amara Dennis could not finish the layup, and Naomi McGanney's going to take it up with 49 seconds to go. Into Logan McDonald. That layup is off the mark, and McDonald fouls Dillman.
Yep, it's going to be Oak Hill's ball here, but I just wanted to say on that last possession, that was a great inside cut move by Georgina Sabirova. Just finding the open space in the paint and going up for two more. As RJ Jenkins seems to be saying something from the bench to the girls out in white on the paint.
Here's Emily Dillman coming up the court now. To Chessie. Up to Dumas. Into Chessie. Oh, but that's a bad pass, and Regina Sabirova comes away with it with half a minute to go. Here's Sabirova over to Rose Jenkins. She works against, and she finds Sabirova. Defended on by Chessie into Logan McDonald. She's the supposed to, and she gets the shot up, and she is fouled with 17 seconds remaining.
Looks like Logan McDonald will go to the line for two of them.
She's already 4 for 4. Can she make it? 6 for 6.
Great charity stripe effort by Logan McDonald tonight. If you think about it, free throws are some of the most crucial shots in the whole game, and they can make or break a game.
Absolutely. Like down the stretch, this really pains me to say this, but the Washington Wizards blew a 35-point lead, and a big part of that was that they could not hit their free throws, and it still pains me, even 3 days, that my favorite basketball team would blow a 35-point lead. But Montrezl Harrell missed 2 free throws down the stretch, and they lost. So free throws can't make or break a game, as Gabby Chessie has it now.
Yep,
in 9
Donald
seconds.
went 6 for 6 now.
And
That's
this will most likely end the game, as Gagne is fouled. Gagne gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Paige Gagne, Sister Payne on the team. We actually got a chance to talk to Paige Gagne's father, who's a very good guy. Forget his name. Very nice man. You know, he's running his own broadcast, which is awesome.
Something we didn't mention, that they're actually directly next to us, to the right of us, to the right of our cameras.
Yeah.
Today, so they've been broadcasting next to us. They've been quite the good guys to talk to. I met one of them named Dan. He's pretty cool. And then also they're just really chill, you know.
Yeah, they're
just out here supporting their local team, and you know.
As that's the game.
For their
and
broadcast.
Kents Hill pulls out the victory of 56-39 against the Oak Hill Raiders, and it's a fantastic performance by all of them. And some great defense there, some great offense there. Norris, what do you got for us?
I've loved how everyone played today. Logan McDonald in the free throws, Regina Sabirova in the threes, Rose Jenkins in the layup she took to the paint. That's what you absolutely love to see if you're Mr. RJ Jenkins. Huskies scored almost 60 points today, an offensive explosion from the Huskies. Their Huskies are now on a 3-game win streak, and a spark is lit under this very young and great team.
Yeah, Oak Hill came today as a very tough opponent, and the Huskies battled, and they got the victory. And a fantastic game played by them. A great game all around.
Remember, this is Oak Hill is a B-ranked team. We are a C-ranked team, which is basically our division and conference lineups here, and our divisions. So when we beat a team that is higher up in the division rankings,
it's nice.
That is very nice to see. That is what you love to see if you're RJ Jenkins and
Yeah.
Bros. And before we step off, everybody, we would like to thank Mr. Mark Bartholomew, our IT director, for making everything here on the How possible.
Director of Technology.
And Miss Nan Hambros, who was just down there coaching, for being here today. And
she is right there.
And being our athletic director. So
I'm Evan Slotnick.
Norris Andrews.
And we will